Hello everyone, I am talking to you about passing universal background checks for guns. Over the last 4 months, I have been researching universal background checks for gun purchases. It's been a real eye-opener and experience. I found it fascinating that the gun laws vary so much from state to state. There's no consistency standard across the country whatsoever. One major thing that I've learned is that whether or not universal background checks are required depends entirely on where you live, which feels wrong and unsafe and unfair because it puts people in danger. I also realised how the issue has gotten out of control from my research because the crime rate has increased and intensified. Reflection and describe how I applied. When working on this topic, I really had to use my critical thinking because gun laws in America are very opinionated and an emotional issue. Coming from the UK, where the guns aren't part of everybody's everyday life, I brought a different perspective that made me think deeply about how gun culture in the US is different and how that affects people's policies and views on America that live outside of America. I didn't just rely on my personal opinion. I looked at evidence, crime rates, and how background checks could actually make a difference and make people safe. I have a great example, which would be schools. I don't think people feel safe to go to school here at all. I think that would be a great asset to change, and parents would love that. For my public argument, I chose to apply two theories: the rally plan and the protest plan. I selected these because I believe they're high impact strategies that get attention and involve the public directly. These events allow people to see both sides of the issue and universal background checks. My thoughts was to pick methods that would create a buzz and get the media's attention throughout the board. The rally plan is going to be on the 4th of July. It's going to be in Washington, and the target audience is all ages, but people that don't like guns, and then we're going to get people buzzed and get talking about this issue, and we're gonna rally, and we're gonna have Barack Obama there talking, one of the past presidents. He's a big advocate of this. We're gonna have CNN broadcasting it, one of the biggest networks in America, and it's gonna be a great rally, and hopefully we're gonna get our point across. The protest plan is gonna occur on the 2nd of September in Austin, Texas. On the streets, we'll get the public's attention. We're targeting people who support guns and control and want a safer community for kids and parents and grandparents. The purpose of the protest: we're standing up to demand universal background checks so people in these high roles like presidents can see this and people want change, and we need to make this country safer. Public demonstration: yes, we'll march and protest publicly to make sure our message is clear and precise, and we're going to do that with great courage. And we're also going to have Fox News protesting the protest. Thank you very much for listening. I really enjoyed this topic, and I really enjoyed this class. Thank you.